We continue to celebrate Hispanic Heritage Month here at K-Texas, and today we look back at a Hispanic neighborhood in Abilene in the 1920s. I sat down with the Cisneros to learn all about El Barrio Sancudo.
I don't want what they helped create, their root system here in Abilene, I don't want it to go unnoticed or forgotten.
El Barrio Sancudo, the mosquito neighborhood, was a neighborhood that many described was like a family.
They always talk about how safe it used to be to play out in the front yard, and you never had to worry about strangers because they lived in a neighborhood where there were no strangers.
Marissa Flores is a third-generation El Barrio Sancudo, and she says the neighborhood got its name because of all the mosquitoes that surrounded the area.
That neighborhood was infested with mosquitoes because of the standing water from the ice house that was left there. That little standing water, my grandmother, they called it La Pepita, and that's where they would go and swim and cool off on a hot summer's day.
In 1981, there was a flood on Columbus Day that damaged many homes, and with time, the barrio phased out.
Esther decided, says, well, instead of just getting together for a funeral, we need to get together for something happy. Let's try to get together and see if we can get a reunion started.
More than 20 years later, her mother, Esther Flores Cisneros, her tia, Mary Murillo Cisneros, and her late grandma, Josie Cisneros, all decided to bring everyone back.
In 2004, it was word of mouth. We started meeting and having meetings to get together so that they could bond and have a weekend with people they hadn't seen for 20, sometimes 30, 40 years.
And so we were able to be with each other, to see each other, meet each other's families.
Flores says that summer weekend in July would be filled with music, dancing, and most importantly, conversation.
We decorated the baseball court with lights, and we had a DJ, and there was a street dance. I personally never saw a street party before, and we had a street party that filled up Boat Arc for 2 blocks. There was no technology there other than obviously the music, but going back to a simpler time where you could just sit and talk.
Flores says looking back, El Barrio Sancudo was only the beginning for the Hispanic community here in Abilene.
Our grandparents helped Abilene grow from that small community. The hard workers, their offspring have helped more than just 4 streets that are there. We've kind of helped the growth of Abilene.
Reporting in Abilene, Alejandra Puente, K-Texas News. The Cisneros stopped hosting the event after 10 years, and the current family that is now in charge of the reunion has put a pause on the reunions due to medical issues.